Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ball Not Court Podcast host Cortez Paul.
Along with my co-host Paul Mack.
I want to thank you folks for tuning in today and listening to the show. Basically, we cover basketball, football, NCAA, or anything that's related to current events with a humorous twist to it, at least. You can follow the podcast at BIOC Podcast at X or Twitter. We're also on Instagram at the same name, BIOC Podcast. You go to our YouTube channel, that's also BIOC Podcast. Our Facebook page is Balls Not Court Podcast. So if you could please just give us a like, shout, comment on any of those, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we thank you for listening and enjoy the show. Balls Not Court Podcast. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Ball Not Court Podcast. Cortez Paul is here. Paul Mack, usual, and CJ Hill's joining me. Usual gang here, so good to see you. Two familiar faces. Been a minute.
Let it ride.
A lot of stuff going on over the past few weeks that we just got to play catch up on. So, yep, I see, man. Hey, I got 287 reasons to smile right now. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So shout out to that. But Paul, how you doing today? How you doing? Are you doing all right?
I'm good, bro. Was it Monday?
Okay, so like Mondays, right?
Like a Wednesday.
I found out just yesterday. People are still trading Kevin Love. I had no idea.
See his Instagram video?
Oh,
I forgot that guy existed. Honestly, I didn't even.
He's trolling already.
He sent the Joe Dirt video talking about, now get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go to McDonald's, get your wham burger, blah, blah. You see him running away. He like, Miami don't want me no more.
This guy.
Kevin Love is the ultimate troll. If you don't, I know you forgot he existed, but if you knew he existed, if you troll on Instagram, and it's some of the funniest posts.
Oh, I've seen some of the stuff. Yeah. I just forgot he was on the Heat because he didn't really do a whole lot.
Oh, he's a cheerleader, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
he took Haslam role. He took Haslam role on the end of the bench. We're just gonna keep this thing warm, keep it warm for the whole entire game.
Yeah. So but yeah, all that stuff is going on here, man. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about NBA free agency. A lot of moves happen, but we can start off with the NBA champions. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander signed a contract, 4 years, $285 million. That will give him the highest season average in salary in NBA history. We're getting close to that where a player is going to basically average $1 million per game. So in this fourth year of the contract, he's going to be there. So it's a ascending contract, so it goes up each year. So, but
good luck to them if this CBA don't change the next.
Yeah, I mean. Well, you saw what the salary cap was at 7%, and a lot of them expecting 10%. So, that kind of is kind of worrisome a little bit. Yeah, that is going up 7 instead of 10%. So, did the NBA not profit that we think they were, or 3% is it's a lot.
Got big markets cleaning house. You don't want to be a small market having to try to keep that team together because they're going to have a lot of decisions to make here in the next few years.
Yeah, so talk about the contract, though. Initially, I know there was murmurs that he was going to try to take a little bit less and worry about team building. I guess he said, screw that.
Yeah, when he saw them zeros, he was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. So, Paul, break that down, the contract and the implication that it could have in the future, kind of where he was leaning for.
It shows that he's bought in, right? Like, you're going to keep a guy like that around for a while. You like to see it. I mean, the way Oklahoma City's done it over the last few years, like, it's nice to know that they're rewarding their guys. Like, I know you kind of wish you can give him a hometown discount, but at some point too, you also have to show that like we're a small market, but we're gonna pay guys, and he earned every penny. I mean, what a year, what a season. He's only gotten better as the years have gone on too. He's not even in his prime yet. Like, we've seen what that team has and the pieces they have around him. If they could find a way to make this work and keep those guys around with him throughout that contract, like OKC is going to be around for a little while.
Okay. CJ, what are your thoughts about this contract and for future purposes for their other stars that they have on the team?
I mean, I think it just plays into the new NBA. I mean, it goes back to like the 90s where every team had 2 stars. I mean, people are obviously when your championship window is open, you have to load up and do what you got to do. But long term, I think it's going to be SGA and Chet.
J-Dub probably.
Yeah, because you can always, find you a big man off the scrap heap. So SGA and J-Dub for the next 10 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When it's all said and done. I don't know. I wouldn't pick them personally, but you know.
Yeah.
That's just where the league's headed to. Like you see it, it's starting now. Like Boston, they're down to just their big 2 and pieces. You know what I mean? So I like it. It gives the league more priority. Like everybody has the chance to win. You might see different champions, every season, or the kind of getting away from the dynasty stuff that we were used to with the Warriors. But
I think too, like when you have the opportunity, like the Magic did it with Franz and Paulo, right? Like when you have 2 guys that have chemistry, they're young, like keep those 2 core guys together, and then you can kind of build around them with pieces as need be. Obviously, like it's a little different when you have some of the other contracts Orlando had, but like if you're OKC, I mean, Jalen Williams, great 2-way player, plays defense. He can be on the floor when Shea's not out there. They play very well together. Like those are 2 guys that like their dynamic together is something that like you don't see a whole lot of. Like they literally play off of each other. They're not like 2 separate stars trying to do something. Like with Boston, like Jaylen Brown and Tatum, like they don't necessarily play together a whole lot. Like their games aren't complementary.
No,
you know what I mean? Like Tatum's always more the one who has to kind of take a step back, and I'm going to take less shots. And I'm going to be more of a facilitator, and I'm going to get these guys going, and then I'm going to come in and do my thing. But these 2 guys can affect the game in so many different ways. And to have those 2 guys hopefully locked up for the next 4 or 5 years, like at least together, that you could build around the rest, man, because people are going to just want to go there. It's going to be one of those places people are going to want to go. Opportunity to win. Great coaching, great organization. So I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because eventually I think they're gonna have to go over the cap, and I think initially they do sign Chet and J-Dub for the first go around, but it's gonna be real interesting to see what the decision gonna be the next time around when they're up for their contract extensions part 2. Do you keep J-Dub or do you keep Chet? That's the question that's gonna be asked there. You want a title, so you can't afford to go on luxury tax because your team is not profitable. You're probably going to have more televised games because you are the champs. You're going to have a Christmas game because you just won the NBA title. So, like, all this is geared towards to OKC being a profitable asset for the NBA. So, therefore, their revenue, they can go into a luxury tax, even though it is very expensive to do that now with these aprons. It's very expensive to do that. So now I want to see, okay, how do you maneuver these contracts? Because SGA contract is ascending. So it's cheap right now, and then it goes up. Right. Isaiah Hartenstein is probably going to be the next big decision that they got to make. They got a title out of it. He was a big man threat. OKC got all these draft assets. So they draft particularly pretty well from time to time. Yeah. But the thing about OKC now, all these draft picks, you got more chances to see hit and miss. You can swing a lot. If you see someone that is standing out and you want to go and get your guy, go get your guy. If you want to move up and use those draft picks and get that pick that you want, you can do that. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to build this team But as I say, hey, HGA, I know they was always talking about, oh, he might take a hometown discount. Man, get paid, bro. Get paid. They want to throw money at you like that. Get paid. Like
he ain't been around. He ain't been around long enough for the hometown discount. That's a veteran. Yeah. That's a veteran move. He ain't get your money, brother.
Exactly. And
that's the next contract,
right? And if somehow, which you guys have mentioned, because of all the player movement with all the CBA, there's not going to really be a dynasty. But if they do become a dynasty, then maybe he'll take a hometown discount.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's working. It's succeeding. So maybe I can take a cut off the fat and take a hometown discount. But for now, you don't need to take a hometown discount.
Yeah, you can't dangle the carrot in front of the guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, well, next contract we got. No. Give him all his money now. He showed he's bought in. He showed he can get you a championship. He's the reigning MVP of the league, and you got to lock him in and just use that to show that you're going to take care of your guys, because they've showed that already. Like, they're as homegrown as it gets, as far as, you know, drafting guys and trading for guys and just building a roster that, like, you know. And at the end of the day, like, if any of those guys like get too expensive, like they're a team that trades well and drafts well. Like, they can move some guys and they'll just keep on building. And as long as you have those, you know, 2 cornerstone pieces, like, you'll be fine.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, let's break it down. We'll go through all this stuff. There's a lot to cover. I just got to put some initial stuff up, but I got a list that we can go through. The Milwaukee Bucks. They have signed former. I know. Hey, a lot happened with Milwaukee. A lot happened.
Yeah, we got to unpack this, bro. Like,
we gonna talk about this. So
we got
the Milwaukee Bucks end up signing former Indiana Pacers center Miles Turner to a 4-year, $107 million deal. So a lot of people had in question, like, how can they do this? What, like, they got all this money. Well, turn around. They went ahead and waived and stretched Damian Lillard, $103 million contract, to facilitate this deal that they made with Miles Turner. So now Damian Lillard is a free agent. Now, a lot of people was kind of like, why they did Dame, no loyalty, all that like that. Dame's chilling. Did Dame want to go there in the first place? We don't know.
No.
Paul say no.
Would you want to go to Milwaukee? Would you want to go to Wisconsin?
Hey, man, you want to pay me money to go play basketball? Well, I say this. He's talented enough. Yeah, I probably, if I had to choose between Milwaukee and Miami, I probably choose Miami. Let's just be honest. But
no state tax versus cheese.
Yeah, you got some all around. Anyways, let's break this down. Paul, your thoughts about the whole Milwaukee move here? Apparently, Giannis was upset that he didn't, and then someone said that he did know. So what's your thoughts about this whole Milwaukee fiasco?
I mean, Milwaukee, we kind of knew Milwaukee was going to be this kind of mess this offseason. I feel like we knew they were going to do something. Like, I know we were thinking about, you know, Giannis moving, whatever. Like, the wave and stretch deal on Lillard is massive now because Milwaukee's going to keep paying him, so he can go play wherever he wants now. Like, he doesn't need to go sign a fat contract somewhere. He can go play for whatever, and Milwaukee's going to still pay him on the back end. So if you're Dame Lillard, this is a best case scenario because you don't got to go out and, you know, coming off of an Achilles, you don't got to go looking for some massive contract because you're already getting your money. So he could go wherever he wants. He could take a, you know, I don't know if he'll want to, but he can take a little diminished role somewhere. He can go, you know, he can go to the Magic for cheap, for real cheap, because Milwaukee's paying that salary. So, like,
yeah,
what a godsend for Dame Lillard to get the hell out of Milwaukee. Because, I mean,
that thing was, it's like the Titanic, bro.
Yeah, that thing was going to sink no matter what, bro. Doc Rivers, head coach. You don't know what's going on with Giannis. Like, now you got Miles Turner. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I feel bad for him, too. Like, come on, bro.
Like, Miles Turner going from NBA Finals to Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Their rival? They're rival, too.
Like, for real rival. Like, these two teams are about to throw hands every time they play. And you do that? Boy. Better take your Legos and go home, brother.
I'm just trying to picture, like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Paul. I'm just starting to picture that, let's just say, for example, me being a Magic fan, and, like, you know, we got opportunity. We've been having this guy in trade rumors. Let's just use an example. Wendell Carter Jr. He just went ahead and choose the Heat. Okay, you already know how it is. Listen, you get paid, but, like, you went to your rival. Like, you saw Tyrese Halliburton almost kind of fight with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, you got mad about, Giannis got mad about them stealing the ball. these two teams don't like each other.
Yeah,
and you went there.
Yeah,
and then Kevin Pritchard came out and said, I guess, that they didn't have a chance to match Milwaukee's offer. So did Miles just do this out of spite? Or who's lying here? Is Kevin Pritchard lying or is Miles Turner lying? I don't know which one's lying.
I mean, Miles Turner looked like a guy who didn't want to play in the NBA Finals. So, I mean, if that's your goal is to not play in the NBA Finals, then yeah, go to the Milwaukee Bucks because he did not show up at all in the NBA Finals. So, if you want to just go ahead and be that guy in Milwaukee and whatever, like, more power to you. But you're gonna play the Pacers a bunch, and it ain't gonna be friendly.
CJ, your thoughts on this? The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis, is his time ticking in Milwaukee?
I feel like he's holding them hostage, man. Just you know what? Just trade him and get it over with. Like you completely like it's. I mean, it's like the Titanic. The boat is sunk. You're in the water, and now you're doing like you're finagling. You're
running out of lifeboats, bro. You're running out of lifeboats. You're running out of ways out, brother.
Like why stretch people and yada yada yada, but. No, man.
CJ, here's their list. Milwaukee Bucks resigned Kevin Porter Jr., Bobby Portis, Taurean Prince, Ryan Rollins, Jericho Sims, Gary Trent Jr.
You're headed to the lottery. Go ahead and give them one of the Boozer twins or someone else. That's top 10.
Hey, they added Vassell Milicic. He could play for the Hornets. Of course, Miles Turner and Gary Harris.
PTO?
They added PTO. Gary Harris is going to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Bobby Portis was on PTO a lot last year too. Man, he had all kinds of stuff going on with that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And then Brook Lopez is going to be a backup for the Clippers. So they lost a lot of firepower. Giannis is going to be putting his team on his back to get 40 wins.
He's gonna ask for a trade at the trade deadline. It's gonna pop up on the ticker that he wants out.
I mean, there is an alternate reality where Miles Turner is a better Brook Lopez. So like I don't think you necessarily like that hurts you too bad. He's younger, better rim protector, not as good of a 3-point shooter probably as Brook Lopez, but I mean that's kind of a wash. But like the rest of that roster is wild. Like that is a wild roster for you to surround one of the top 5 players in the NBA around. Like that is crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said like December when all the contracts can get traded that just got signed this summer. Giannis is out of there, man. There's no way.
Well, the wildest part too is you're stretching Dame's money too. So like you can't even make any moves because you're paying this guy over the next however many years too, and to not be there.
You ran out of moves.
They don't have any draft picks either.
No, because they use them all for Dame.
Yeah, I don't remember that. They don't have many draft picks either. So
they use all their picks for Dame, in the Dame trade. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to one drama situation to another. The Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James, he opted in and exercised his $52.6 million player option to return to the Lakers, and then came out next to say that he is still going to be evaluating his future with the Lakers and see what they can be done there. CJ, can you sign off on what happened here with the Lakers and LeBron and your thoughts on this before me and Paul ran on this, please?
I think he opted in for the last year. Wherever Bryce goes, wherever Bryce goes, he's gonna go next summer.
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
Oh, a lot of rap here.
They're breaking up. Everybody knows they're gonna break up, but they just, yeah.
Okay. Paul, your thoughts on this?
It's just LeBron being LeBron, bro. Like why are we talking about this stuff? Like, why does he like? My favorite LeBron was this season when he kind of went on that random mid-season like villain arc where he was just going on like Pat McAfee and just like speaking truths about everything. Like he was just like letting it all out, like this candid LeBron. You know what I mean? And then now he's got the podcast with Steve Nash, and like like, you know what I mean? It's all about just to get eyes on LeBron. Like, if you don't think the Lakers are good enough, like, why even do all this stuff? Like, why say these things? Why opt in the first place? Like, I understand, like, you want to play with Bronny, you want to see Bronny develop, but odds are who knows where he's going to be? Like, you know, the summer league started, so I get my one Bronny highlight a night of him doing something. Like,
it was nice dunk last night.
Yeah, right in the first like opening minutes, and then I didn't see anything the rest of the game. Like, good for Bronny, but it's just like LeBron's always done this. Like, this is just LeBron, dude. Like, I'm not like they got Luka. I'm sure he feels like he can leave LA and they're in a good spot because they got Luka. He could kind of hand over the torch to Luka and go, you know, play with Bryce or whatever. But like, I mean, dude, it's time. I mean, we've had the decision. We've had all these LeBron things of him just doing and saying wild shit that just doesn't need to be done. And it's just like he constantly says, like, yeah, if I would do anything, if I do it different, I wouldn't have maybe did that. Well, like, this is one of those things. Like, don't sign an extension and then, like, well, next year we're gonna, you know, think about it, like, whatever. I'm gonna opt in, but like next year I'm probably gone. Okay, so like, just fucking play ball, bro. Like, then just be in, try to get you a championship, whatever. Enjoy your time in LA, and like let the chips fall where they may. But all this like toe in the line nonsense, like, just, dude, just you're one of the greatest players of all time. Like, I get it, like, but he has the pull to do and say and go wherever he wants. Like, I don't know, man. It's just annoying to me. Like, LeBron's decisions in the media, the way he does them, just also I feel like the media could blow it up a lot. Probably worse than it maybe was, but I don't know. Lakers still ain't it. Like, they made some moves, but like, if you don't feel like they're good enough to get you a championship in the next year before you decide you're out of there, like, they're not giving them more than a year. Like, what's the point?
Did Luka sign the extension?
I haven't seen it come through yet. No.
Oh yeah, they're cooked.
So let me get off my rabbit box here and vent right quick, because LeBron James is just always inserting foot in his own mouth here. You opt into a $52 million contract, and you come out and say that we may not have enough. You could take $10 million off that and make it enough. Gary Trent Jr. just signed 2 years with the Milwaukee Bucks for $7 million. You can't tell me you can use Gary Trent Jr. shooting on the Lakers.
Yeah.
They need size, brother.
You turn around,
or he could just be Dirk, or he could do what Dirk did for the Mavericks. Go ahead and take half.
Just take a pay cut. Why am I feeling sympathetic for the Los Angeles Lakers? This was what's making me mad. I'm feeling bad for them because LeBron James is holding them hostage, dude. He is. Like, look at this. They resigned Jackson Hayes. They added DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaVaria. Dorian Finney-Smith left because the GM ran his mouth about him.
Yeah. That's
just bad business, dude. And then now you got Luka, who's up for it. Like you said, did he get extended? No. So now it's like, bro, LeBron, and then there's been murmurs coming out that Austin Reeves and LeBron James don't really like Luka play style. Hey, newsflash, this is Luka Doncic's team.
Yes.
Can we move LeBron and get this over with, please? Then we come to find out that no one really wants LeBron. No one wants a 40-year-old diva, dog.
Hello.
He's acting like a diva, dog. Bro, take $10 million off this to get you some talent around this. You guys have no bigs. You relying on DeAndre Ayton, who was a flash in the pan. That starting five is great offensively, but defensively, it's cooked. You're getting cooked.
That's the most barbecue chicken lineup I've ever seen, brother.
Exactly.
Ain't no defense.
In the post. Luka Doncic don't play no defense.
No.
Bro, and you just lost your best. Only Rui's the only one that play defense. But the rest of these guys don't play no defense. JJ Redick's gonna lose his mind next year.
Oh yeah.
JJ Redick's gonna beat his head he's gonna beat his head on. I'm telling you. Listen, suicide watch for JJ Redick next year.
Jesus.
Your wellness check.
This team is horrible. And they
That's
only going to be cared because of Luka and LeBron's talent. They're going to get 45 wins just based on those two alone.
Yeah. They'll be fighting for the play-in.
Bro, why I'm feeling bad for the Lakers? I should be laughing at this. But just like, bro, LeBron, just stop it, man. Just cut $2 million off your pay to build around.
Take half. You can't. You mean to tell me you can't survive on $26 million a year? You need 52.
Come on, your endorsements, your shoes. You could have took a pay cut. You're 40 years old. Your son is making NBA money now.
Yeah.
You're gonna have another one that's gonna make some NBA money coming out. So what you want to win? You want to win a title or you want money? Because up into this contract, tell me you want money. You don't want no title. And now rings all of a sudden doesn't have any value that you got your forward now, LeBron. You came out and said something about the rings not too long ago. Bro, what are you doing? Lakers fans got the right to be pissed. I talked to a few Lakers fans that I'm actually cool with, and they like, bro, they ready for LeBron to go. They ready for LeBron to go.
He wears his welcome out, bro. Around year 3, 4, 5, he wears his welcome out, bro. It's time.
This roster is trash besides Reeves and Luka.
And he wants 25 a year. Oh, no, he wants 30 a year, something like that.
Yeah.
He turned down his contract extension because he wants more bread. Like,
I'm sick of hearing about LeBron, bro. Like, bro, retire sometime soon, bro. Seriously.
It's bad, bro. It's bad.
All right. Enough of that. I can go off on this. That was enough. I've been waiting release on that, bro. I get sick and tired of seeing this stuff, man. Like, LeBron, you could have controlled your own narrative and take the pay cut. Like, it's not that hard, dude. So, anywho, CJ, let's start with you, man. Break down your thoughts of the Orlando Magic offseason.
I give it okay. All right, I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm not gonna keep it 100 because I have my own bias. I'm gonna keep it surface level. I give it surface level. I give it an A+, man. I feel like this summer should have been last summer when we actually had the money. You know what I mean? We should have signed the right type of backcourt mate for Jalen. But given the circumstances, it's an A+. Do I think Weltman should get his contract extended? No. I think we should do year to year with him. That way he stays aggressive. He doesn't get complacent. I love Tyus. He's a dookie. You know, I always got love for him. Desmond is cool. I like his vibe. I like the way he brings out aggression, the tough, gritty vet we need. We just got 2 more moves to make, man. I think we're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, man. To add to that, I think, they done a fantastic job adding the players. Even adding coaches. Gosh, and
the coaches, yes. Now we got somebody to teach our guys how to dribble, so we straight.
Thank God, yes, gosh, God, to see somebody how to dribble, and then Joe Prunty, who came from the Bucks, teach them some kind of offensive like sets or stuff like that. Man.
So Jesse can go sit down behind the bench now, like you. You was a good soldier, Jesse. We appreciate what you did. Yeah. But we got somebody to take over that.
Just pass AB the Gatorade, bro. Just go on the bench, pass AB the Gatorade. No, overall, just quick add to that. Yeah, just Orlando did a really good job. And just from my team's perspective, it's been cool to see. I feel like this has been one of the better off season for them in a long, long time. So now it's a lot of pressure on them to really come out and see what they can do. We add some shooting, we add some playmaking, but man, I'm super excited about that, and I add more into the Magic offseason. So, Paul, what's your thoughts about the Knicks offseason?
You got a head coach, bro.
Yay!
You got a head coach, bro.
Talk to me, man.
Shout out Mike Brown, bro. Mike Brown is a guy who I feel like is a great head coach, and he has just gotten the short end of the stick everywhere he has been. That man is the ultimate scapegoat. And, the fact that he won Coach of the Year in Sacramento and then the next season he gets fired because him and De'Aaron Fox had a little spat. We know about him and LeBron. He's just a guy, man, that like great head coach, bro, and like he knows how to kind of get the most out of what he has, and he's a guy who I think he believes in like his players and his bench guys, and like that's what you need is someone who's gonna not second guess themselves, and let his players play. So I'm excited. I mean, I still think Tibbs didn't necessarily deserve to get fired, but here we are. But I think we got our guy. I think we got our guy. I'm happy with that. And we made a couple moves. I think get kind of building the bench a little bit. We got Jordan Clarkson, so we got a guy that can get you points off the bench.
Like that pick up for him.
That's a good that's a guy who just knows his role. Like his role is going to be to come in off the bench and just put up points. Kind of a Jamal Crawford type role. But yeah, man, like we can only do so much with the money that we have and the players we have available. So, I mean, just those couple moves, like I'm cool. We got the dude from Philly as well, Yabu Saley. So get some size, get some muscle, some grit,
big bowling ball.
Yeah, get some muscle, man. I think we just we lost our physicality last year. And I think that's kind of what hurt us a little bit. We weren't very physical. So I think we need to get physical again. And I think Mike Brown's a guy that can kind of lead that movement. So I'm cool. I'm cool with what we got.
Yeah, Yabu Saley said that the Sixers didn't make an offer for him. So I guess he just went to the Knicks.
Yeah, they have in the couch cushion.
Hey, but as Paul say, usually about Philly, what does he say? What does Paul you say about the Knicks or the Philly? What do you say about Philly 76? What do you usually say about Philly in general?
Oh, fuck Philly. Fuck Philly. Fuck a cheesesteak. Fuck that dumbass Bell.
Oh. All right.
And fuck Joel Embiid.
Hey, I kind of egged it on. I egged it on, man. I pushed it on. So
I dig it. Man.
Yeah. Embiid's their problem, not mine. I don't care. That's it.
All right, so let's go back to CJ. No, let's go back to Paul. Let's get Paul Walker going. Hey, so biggest free agent trade winners of the offseason so far. Who's some of your teams that you got?
We're talking about just signings?
Just signings and moves and all that stuff. Just like, man, they really had a pretty good summer. Like, just who's some of the teams that you come to mind when you think of that?
I feel like when it just comes to moves in general, man, I feel like the Houston Rockets like are really kind of putting a team together, man. Got a couple bigs, re-signed Steven Adams, got Clint Capella. They obviously made the KD trade. Like, you don't got to make a ton of moves when you're already kind of on the up. And I think they made the moves where they didn't have to give up a whole lot, and they got better. They got depth. They got veterans. And I think that's sort of a young team like that needed. So like, I mean, if you're the Houston Rockets, man, less is more sometimes. Like, you don't got to go out and get a big guy. You know what I'm saying? But like, not looking at trades, like just picking guys up off the street. Like, kudos to the Houston Rockets, man.
No, I'm gonna add to that. Yeah, I agree. The Houston Rockets one of the biggest winners for me. Just adding Kevin Durant and Dorian Finney-Smith and Clint Capella, especially KD, players this caliber to a 13-ranked offense. We saw how this team looked against the Warriors in the postseason. That offense kind of stalled a little bit, and they just didn't have the extra gear to kick into. I think they really just blitzed Alpi Sagoon. And I felt like that made them very easy to guard. So now you got a guy that shot 52% from the field last year and 43% from three last year. You get that guy on there, and then you turn around and look at the other addition that they have, or then they took care of their own. So you see that they re-signed Jabari Smith Jr. to extension. They believe in his development, which now you get to play alongside Kevin Durant. You would think that a hope, see how this guy worked. Not saying that you'll be Kevin Durant, but you can kind of learn from him and learn from a guy that just strictly played basketball. Fred VanVleet took a little bit more of a lesser, and then to kind of help facilitate some of these moves, Steven Adams and Clint Capella kind of short their big man rotation. So once they go smart and play Alpi at the 4, and then, of course, Steven Adams or Clint Capella.
Bringing the 5.
And I think, too, like, what's most important now, too, is, like, you can let Şengün, like, be Şengün,
Yeah.
Yep.
And he has to be like a Timu Nikola Jokic. Like he don't gotta be that guy. Like he can just be Şengün, bro. Just get in the post, get rebounds. Like you don't gotta be this offensive facilitator that he was last year. Because there was times where like he was getting the ball out of the 3-point line, trying to orchestrate the offense, and he was getting no help. And adding KD, you still got Van Vliet back, like, and you got plenty of size now, plenty of bangers, plenty of shot blockers. Like it's a good time if you're a Houston Rockets fan for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of wanted to go back to I know I said we kind of spoke on Orlando Magic offseason, but to me as well, man, they did a hell of a job, man. Like here's the thing. Desmond Bain made 164 threes last year. Tyus Jones made 166 threes last year. Since our rebuild, we only had one player recorded that hit 153 threes in one season, and that was last year with Jalen Suggs. We haven't seen three-point shooting like this in a very, very long time.
No.
So you add this to an offense that dire needs spacing and needs some kind of flow and movement, and then the point guard that you bring in, he leads the NBA in assist to turnover ratio. But I know a lot of people, or not a lot of people, there's a few that's screaming like, well, Tyus Jones, that was the reason he got benched. I'm like, well, when you play this type of same type of players among each other, you're not going to get good results. So you got a bunch of offensive players, but none really play defense. And the Phoenix Suns, they didn't play defense last year. That's what you're going to get. You got to have some kind of variety. The same thing Orlando ran into. They had a lot of players that could defend, but we can't shoot for shit. Just be honest. We couldn't make a shot. So guess what? Now you can blend in Tyus Jones, play him alongside Anthony Black. Yeah, go ahead and pick on him then, because you're gonna switch.
And outside of Paulo and Franz, with Suggs out, you did not have a ball handler. So
no, we did. Yeah.
So a guy who is gonna get you more assists than turnovers is pretty good.
Absolutely. So to me, man, we've been screaming for someone to play make until AB gets there. You know what I'm saying? AB is still learning the role, and he's going to be an asset in the future that we're going to have. But now you teach him, put him alongside a Tyus Jones, and now he can go.
Finally give him somebody to learn from.
Exactly. You get a Shem guy that can, tighten his handle a little bit, along with our other guards, Jalen Suggs and everybody else besides Desmond Bain. Help them tighten their helm a little bit. It's going to be great, man. Joe Prunty runs, at the timeout plays is just beautiful. I've been seeing some of the plays that he ran from the Bucks, just like a little drag down horn screen that somebody flip on the screen and wide open for a layup. Like, it's just beautiful stuff that I haven't seen in Orlando in a very long time.
Yeah, we got one out of timeout play, and we run that thing into the ground.
Pretty much. So,
and you gotta look at like, and I said this last time we recorded, but like, I just don't think people realize how good Desmond Bain is because he played in Memphis. Mm-hmm. Like he's almost a 50-40-90 guy. Yeah. Like the illustrious, like rare 50-40-90, 50% from the field, 40 from three, 90 from the free throw line. Like he's almost there. Like he's like 40-something% from the field, 38% from three, and like 89% from the foul line. Like he's a guy, like he's almost like an elite producer on offense, as well as one of the better like wing defenders, physical wing defenders you're going to get. So like that's massive. And like what they gave up for him, like I don't think it was that much. I don't think it was that big of a deal for what you're getting in return. Like a knockdown shooter, a guy you give the ball to late in the game. If Paulo learns how to keep himself out of foul trouble and stay on the court, like it's just one of those things. Like a guy who's just poised, like cool, calm, collected. Like he's had to kind of carry a team a lot because Ja missed a lot of time in Memphis. So I mean, he's been that guy. So like that alone is massive. Not not mentioning all the other moves Orlando has made this offseason, but they're fully aware that the Eastern Conference is wide open.
Yeah,
like they know what they're doing, and like seeing the Magic like buy into that of like it's for the taking. We're gonna go get it. Like you got to respect it, bro. Like I completely respect it. Like we'll see what happens now in a couple of years when the contracts get wild. But like as far as right now, like they're in a good position.
Yeah, man. And then on the add to that, Mo Wagner come back for $5 million.
I'm a little upset about that, but
no. And listen, I'm with you. The man should get paid. And listen, 110%. He should get paid more. He should get paid more. And next year, if he leaves because he doesn't get paid more, I do not blame Mo Wagner. I'm saying this right now. And a lot of Magic fans feel this way. Pay that man next year, dog.
Yeah.
Figure out what y'all going to do with Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter Jr., whoever y'all going to figure out. But this man needs to be paid, bro. Because he went down with his injury. He was carrying our offense on the bench. There was times, bro, Mo Wagner was our leading scorer.
For sure.
Y'all are holding on to J.I. for some reason.
Listen, but I'm telling you, Mo Wagner,
bro,
Mo Wagner, I tweet this. Where were you at, bro? If I see you out, drinks on me, bro. Drinks on me.
But I have a theory on the contract.
But go ahead, say it, CJ, because I want you to talk about it. Because like you say, you feel certain type. Speak on it, man. Because I agree with you.
He needs to get paid, but we know that they sent that other $6 million to an offshore account, and the man got his whole $11 million. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Hey,
he got his bread. They probably sent it to the Mo. They probably sent sent $6 million to the Mo Foundation. Here's a little donation to your charity. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, another winner that we need to talk about, and I want to get maybe I have you break this down, CJ. We need to talk about the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, you took yes. I was waiting. I was like, yeah.
Ahead, CJ.
The new GM came in and said, "Hold my beer, bro. Like, listen, I'm gonna cut. I'm sending Porter Jr. I'm sending him to Brooklyn for almost the same exact player, making half the money. I'm a better defensive player. There you go. I'm gonna free up $14 million with the mid-level exception, and I'm gonna start getting these little dink and dunk contracts. I mean, he filled out the roster pretty good, given where they are. He got under this. I think he got out of this. Yeah. So he did get out of the second apron.
Yep.
I think they might be out of the first apron right now too. But they added some quality vets. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Mm-hmm.
They brought back Bruce Brown. Who else? I can't think.
Giannis Valanciunas is in the air because he's.
They told him, sit tight. You're gonna be here with us. Whatever they told you, you're gonna be with us. But I mean, just look at their roster from last year to this year. You know what I mean? I don't know what Calvin Booth was thinking why he couldn't do this, but I don't know.
You sure Michael Malone was probably like, bro, where was this?
Well, thank you. Hey, listen, yeah. And they upgraded their coaching staff. They got Jared Dudley. He's well regarded up and coming coach.
Yep.
I mean, I guess all it takes is for a team to have their back against the wall for them to really show out. I think that's what this summer's kind of showing. It's either all or nothing. For most teams.
Having Jokic helps.
Oh yeah, and then he came out. The new president of basketball operations said that they don't want to get to the point where they have to sacrifice Yoke. I'm like, and then 3 or 4 days later, Willis and Dillon
start shuffling there a little bit. But if Giannis does come over and play, I know he's got a dispute there, but it does help that you got a quality bid that can play 15 minutes because, man, Joker was right back on the court, man. His on-off numbers are staggering. And Valanciunas is a quality bid.
Jr., they can have him. If they do lose Valanciunas, we got Gogo or Wendell.
Yeah, we got a few. Exactly. Yeah. Send us over some assets, man. Pay Mo a little bit more.
For real.
Or sign Caleb back. I'm just kidding. Man, once I saw they took his number, I was like, yeah, Caleb's out there, dog.
Did Caleb dirty. He was practicing in the practice facility.
He was in the video. See ya.
The NBA is just it's just a funny place, right? Because people don't realize, I think people realize how good Cam Johnson is. Good young player, and he makes way less money.
Half.
You know what I'm saying? He's making half what Michael Porter was making. And he's a better all around player.
Yep.
So it's that's a win. I mean, just shout out to the teams that were already, on the cusp that found ways to get better. Like that's huge. Without having to sacrifice, without having to blow it up. Because like we hate seeing like teams that are really good and then something happens and then they just blow it up and then they're in the lock.
Can I say how funny it is? Can I say how funny it is that it's gonna be watching a Michael Porter and a Cam Thompson led offense next year?
I mean, who knows what's going to go on with Cam Thomas? I think he's up for a contract soon.
He is up for a contract, but I'm telling you, if they do sign him back, man, they're going to be straight jacking shots, bro. There ain't enough
basketballs. There ain't enough basketballs to go around in Brooklyn.
No. Oh man. Who's some of the biggest?
Cam is more senior, so he don't get his shot up source.
Oh yeah. Who's some of the biggest losers in free agency?
Pelicans. I mean, just the offseason in general?
Yeah.
I like their draft though. They had a really good draft, I think.
But like they've made some weird moves. And the Pelicans are
the second one. Never mind. I like Fears, but
yeah. Pelicans kind of blowing it up now.
Steve Bay, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, C.J. McCollum going to the Wizards. Kelly Olynyk's going to the Wizards.
I like pool parties. I'm a fan of the pool party.
Yeah, trying to figure out what the Pelicans do. The Heat, what are they doing?
Yeah, for all that they are supposed to be, they don't get their guy no more. That's kind of weird. You know what I mean? They used to be the boogeyman, and now it's just nobody's checking for him.
Simone Fontecchio, Davion Mitchell returns on a 2-year deal. Norman Powell comes in trade. And I don't know if this is a thing, but maybe add Norman Powell. I know he's an aspiring contract. Does that affect Tyler Hero status? Because I know he's up for contract extension.
Yeah, it might be trade bait.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Duncan Robinson leaves to go to the Pistons.
I'm mad about that. I want him to come to the Magic.
I know, man. That would have been nice. But yeah, so the Heat is in the weird place, man. I guess maybe they still holding out. Maybe Giannis want to come to Miami.
They're waiting for the big move. They're sitting on something over there.
They're sitting on something, man.
They got it.
I think, and then another thing too, like you still got Norman Powell. His contract does expire, so he could be moved. I gotta read up on the trade stuff whenever you get traded. I think there's a certain timeline you can't get traded again. But
yeah. I mean, Miami's one of those teams. Like they're waiting for something bigger. They're just doing what they got to do, move some pieces around, and then they'll make a move.
But hey,
who else?
Hey, here's my biggest loser, and I've been waiting to say this.
Here it comes.
Oh boy,
the Boston Celtics.
Shoot.
Y'all was not be on TikTok and Twitter about this.
Oh god,
there are people who are really excited about Anthony Simons and
who potentially could be traded again.
Right, he's gonna get moved. He's gonna get moved.
Georges Niang, Luka Garza, Josh Minot, Anthony Simons. Celtics fans, y'all was at me, bro. Y'all was at me.
They ran out of money, man. They had to,
And then all I've been hearing, well, Jay Tatum got hurt, so it changed things. No, y'all probably would have still made some moves without Jay Tatum getting hurt.
It was going to be the same, bro.
And the Knicks was still up on y'all when Jay Tatum went out on injury anyway, so.
Yeah.
The Tatum injury just makes it worse because now he's just eating up money and he's not going to play.
Exactly. So now there's rumors that Jaylen Brown might get traded because he's got to get paid a lot of money. So the Celtics fans that packed the Kia Center, are y'all going to be there next year? Cheering on Simons? Are y'all going to be there next year? Cheering on Luka Garza? Are y'all going to be there next year? Cheering on Georges Niang?
You love Georges Niang, bro. That's your boy.
Where y'all at? Because y'all was all at me all whole summer. Oh, Cancun, 3-1. Oh, yeah. Nah, Celtics, eat some crow.
My favorite is the whole, like, no, we got Drew under contract and this and that. Like, don't matter. Gone, bro.
Kristaps Porzingis, gone. Luke
they moved Drew Holiday. They moved Drew Holiday like when the Baltimore Colts went to Indianapolis. It should just happen overnight.
Bro,
they didn't tell nobody.
Oh, man.
When your scrub left. Your scrub left. He went to the Spurs. He's like, he know the round on the wall. Your scrub left.
Yeah, bro.
And Luke Cornett, he thought around the wall like, oh, I got to get out of here. It's too cold in Boston. But nah, yeah, okay. He wouldn't go play behind Wemby, which I don't blame him. But you Celtics fans,
yeah,
come on here and do the let's go Celtics chance and Kia sending that. I'm waiting. I'm here. I got 287 reasons to be happy right now. So go ahead.
I knew Cortez couldn't wait for the moment the offseason started.
Biggest loser in the offseason. And I can't wait till y'all trade Simons too at the deadline just to make it worse. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. He getting flipped.
Get on my nerves talking about, oh, yeah, we're going to sign these guys back. No. You're not going to pay damn near $600 million for these players? Come on, man.
Salary cap is undefeated, brother.
Get out of here, bro.
Salary cap is undefeated.
Luxury tax will get you, bro, no matter who you are.
Yeah, it's coming. It's there.
To the five cool Southern fans that I know, this is not directed towards you. But to the rest of you Celtic numb fucks, whatever, this is directed towards you. Y'all deserve this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't got any reason to celebrate, man. That's
no.
They literally watched the championship team just completely fall apart, bro.
Yeah, they got that one ring, but I know we hear how many rings they have, blah blah like that. Yeah, whatever.
They'll have the number 1 pick next year, though. That's for sure. You guarantee that. A Boozer twin will go to Boston next year. You can bet that.
Hey, probably.
They're getting Silver is gonna make Adam is making sure that number 1 pick goes to Boston.
Like, it's the wildest part too, because like that Porzingis trade, like they get George Niang and a 2031 pick, and then the Nets got Terrence Mann and Drake Powell, who was the number 22. Like the Nets did better in that trade than the Celtics did.
Yeah, they got the better player.
They just can't take on any money, bro. They just can't take money. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
They gotta go down to the local YMCA and find guys that can play ball for free.
Celtics fans, man, I'm gonna enjoy y'all crying next year. I'm just gonna enjoy it.
OKC's next up. I can't wait for their fall.
Oh yeah. Would have been going back and forth between them and
J-Dub and Paulo debate. Nasty word.
Beat my head against the table, man. All right, let's do a quick cover of the draft. So obviously Mavericks went first and chose Cooper. Spurs
Love it.
Went behind and chose Dylan Harper. Then that's where the rest of the draft just became a crapshoot and everything just started happening. So, I mean, we knew VJ Edgecombe was going to go to the 76ers, but then the Hornets were surprised going with Con Knuckles. So, then it just went from there. So, CJ, what's your thoughts about the draft overall and how it kind of panned out? A lot of moves, too. A lot of trades, too.
Yeah, I think for me, once you got past like 8 or 9, then it was just like, you know what I mean? It was blah, to be honest.
How our man Ace Bailey did not want to go to the Jazz.
Yeah, just stuff like that, bro. Like it's weird. Like, you're gonna get on this plane and you're gonna come here or go home.
That man said, "Fuck."
Yeah. Oh, and the one guy, what's his name?
The Raptors, the Colin Murray Wolves.
Yeah, he said it on TV.
Yeah. He said he's like,
come on.
There's some guys that got drafted. They did not.
Yeah, leave these kids alone, bro. Like,
and ESPN did it again. Like, they even like botched the draft. They're talking about like, oh, let's go look at Cooper Flag, and it's like Ace Bailey. They're showing all the wrong people on TV. Like, ESPN, bro, what are we doing, dog? What are we doing?
Round 2 coach better than round 1. They had Kendrick Perkins up there, bro.
It was. Yeah, like the draft, bro. It's just. I mean,
Murray Boyles, he'll be okay, and he'll realize he'll be all right in Toronto. He can go hang out with Drake or whatever. He'll be all right.
And
but that's
like
Wayne Central too.
Siakam clone, so he'll fit in.
Yeah, that's like Wayne Central. They develop decent wings up there.
Yeah,
that's where you probably want to be. I know it was Toronto's a dope city. I know it get cold sometimes, but Toronto's a dope city. But yeah. But to me, I thought the reach Yang Hassan, like the Chinese center.
Oh, shrimp fried rice Jokic.
Oh, the one that likes to eat food and sleep and play 2K. That guy.
Yeah, like he went to the Grizzlies, but you know what? Now that Jaren Jackson got turf toe, it might be out for probably a good pickup in hindsight.
No, he got traded. He got traded to Portland.
Oh yeah, he did get traded to Portland. That's right.
Yeah, because they did the swap.
Grizzlies should have kept him, knowing what they know now. So, but Wizards, Jazz trade up to get Walton Payton Jr. So, I was hoping he'd fall, but he didn't fall.
Jazz ended up doing all right.
Yeah. Jazz did all right. I think, even though I know Ace Bailey did not want to go there, it's like where you want to go, first of all. But it's the NBA,
especially with like who's picking behind Utah. Like, I mean, like you want to go to New Orleans? You want to go to Washington?
Which he, oddly enough, he wanted to go to the Wizards. That's he wanted to go to the Wizards.
That would have been a perfect spot for him.
I mean, to get shots up, and
you want to. That's the ultimate green light situation, especially with Jordan Poole out of there.
Yeah, but Utah, you can get shots up in Utah too. Like,
yeah, but you going to Utah, you on the first thing smoking if a star is available.
You got George, Bice Sensabaugh.
Like they got what is it, like the gold medal under 25 or under 20 team, under 19 team, like come on, how many rookies and first and second year guys do you need, bro?
Yeah.
They got Hendricks, Taylor Hendricks, Keontae George, Sensabaugh, J-Dub's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're talking.
I'm waiting for him to. They're asking for a whole lot. They're asking for a whole lot for Walker Kessler too. They want to.
Yeah, and then they're 2 firsts for Walker Kessler, and they're holding marketing hostage. Like, Danny Ainge need to cut it out, bro. He need to cut it out.
Yeah. Hey, knowing that, maybe
he the person you don't want to play Monopoly with, and he get all the pieces on the board.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's always the banker in Monopoly. You don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to play with him, bro. Like he just no.
Yeah.
So my team didn't have any draft picks because we traded them all. How y'all feel about the Magic's draft?
Fuck them picks, man. Fuck them picks. We got Bane, baby. Ain't that what you say in New York?
That's it. Fuck them picks, bro.
Yeah, we good. We good.
I was the Jace pick. I was kind of like, it's gonna take a couple years. I know there's been some fans talking about he gonna come out and be in rotation. No, that's not gonna happen. He's got to get some more weight on him.
He's undersized.
I'm excited to see him play in summer league, but the Pender kid, we might got something with him, bro.
Yeah,
that dude. Just watching him, like just below the rim, like he moves very well. Now I don't know how that's going to translate to NBA competition. So I want to see, does he look slower against and summer league's the first step.
Yeah,
if he looks good against summer league competition, I might raise. The homerism might come out a little bit.
He better.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're just restarting Caleb's clock. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. And then, like I said, I feel like if he does come out and does well, it probably could be Jonathan Isaac replacement.
Yeah,
I'm just probably gonna say that. If he defends well and defends positions 1 through 4.
Yeah,
and can be a threat on that end, which J.I. was the same way. But he can handle the ball a bit better than I feel like J.I. just kind of like a 3-and-D. He has problem handling the ball sometimes, J.I. Corner threes is where he kind of stick to.
He said
very methodical.
Has he
it does. Yeah, has he pulled up? So, so maybe he's a J.I. replacement. But so I think they did all right, Paul. We just, this is the type of pick that you got to make. You got to draft for BPA, and you got to draft for what your structure is, and they like long athletic guys that can do multiple things, and that would pin the seems to bring a little bit. And Jace is
this was the year
knockdown shooter.
This was a year to trade your pick. That 16 pick. This was a year.
Yeah, and then Jace is someone that can come in and knock down shots, and his He's got a wingspan. I know he's a little smaller, but that let me know that his wingspan is 6'6", and he's 6'1" at 19 years old. So maybe he go a couple more inches.
I know Cortez was big on Walter Clayton Jr. So if you didn't trade 16 in that Desmond Bain trade, you probably could have got Walter Clayton Jr. But Desmond Bain is a sure bet for what you're trying to do versus having to develop another young guy. Now is Walter Clayton is that the NCAA tournament that gets him to 17?
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy was completely off the radar and then goes and wins a national championship.
He was projected to be in the second round before the tournament started.
Yeah.
And the main thing they kept bringing up was height. The reason Jason was a little bit higher because he's 19, so of course you're gonna go to younger prospect.
Yeah. And the only reason why Chase fell because everybody thought he was 6'3", and that's 6 foot or 6'1", but
yeah. So go a couple more inches and
Baby Bronson.
Listen. He played. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like all you gotta do is just play guard and just go from there. And then now you got enough ball handlers around you that you can just play a small shooting guard. Yeah. Just be Peyton Pritchard's small too. He's productive. He's productive. Yeah. So I mean, I know the odds are against him, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Sham God, get him able to, get him to the point where he can go right.
Absolutely. He got one on that right hand.
Yeah, he got one on that right hand. He can knock down the 3-ball too, though. So that's another guy that can shoot it.
40, I think it was like 44% or 42% from corner in the corners. Yeah. Another corner boy, add him to the squad.
Hey, look, man, Hawkins was a productive player for the Pelicans. The dude's small, can shoot, so never know, man. Never know. So, Summer League is coming up right now. We got OKC and Philly playing right now, so they got the California Classic, and then they have the Utah Salt Lake City Summer League going through 5 and 8, and then the big one is going to be the NBA 2K 26 Summer League in Las Vegas. So, Paul, I guess CJ, what you looking for in the Summer League with these prospects and stuff like that?
I guess can they handle NBA speed? I mean, obviously it's just gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be sloppy basketball because they're young guys. But through all the chaos and up and down, can do they show you NBA stuff? You know what I mean? So, for most guys, just let them jack up shots, let them get it out of their system because come October, they're going to fall into a role that's more controlled and more defined. So,
for me with the Magic, I hear you. Tristan Da Silva gets some burn. So we'll see him more relaxed and hopefully improve Tristan Da Silva. He was thrown to the rotation because of our wings that dealt with oblique injuries. So, fuel to the fire. I feel like him and AB is kind of been
flashed. He had some flashes though.
Absolutely. So I think he's going to be a productive player, and I think that's why some of these moves that Orlando made, Tristan Da Silva is going to be in the rotation next year.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have a good role, and then Jason, of course, want to see what Penda does. And then also the Wendell Moore Jr. Does he kind of make it staple for at least a spot on Osceola Magic? Yeah, two-way contract. So Ethan Thompson is already there. So
I like him in that TQ role where he can actually play. I mean, he played a couple years in the league already, so I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right. So, but Paul, who are you looking forward to seeing in the summer league? What prospect?
Bronny James, baby, let's go. Bronny James, give my one highlight. I don't give a shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like my team has no skin in this game. Like we'll put a team out there because we have to.
Not even a good two-way prospect.
No.
Oh wow.
Nah. No one to send to the Westchester Knicks.
I want to see what's his face, man, get some run, dude. The rookie we had last year.
Deke?
The white boy. What's his name? Man, I can't remember his name.
I thought y'all had like a French kid. Deke Pyatt or something like that. Pyatt.
Yeah.
Tyler Kolek. I want to see my boy Tyler Kolek get some run.
That's right. Tyler Kolek, yeah.
He's a guy that just got lost in the bench, bro, because he was just buried there. And
Isn't he like a TJ McConnell disciple?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, I think he's bigger. He's a little taller, I think, but
he still has that scrappy YMCA feel to him.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he's that guy. He was 34th pick for us last year. So, but you know, he's a scrappy little point guard, 6'3". So I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
But it's just hard when your point guard's going to play, 40 minutes a game, and then you put Deuce McBride in there too. There's nowhere for him to play. So let him get his run out in the summer league. But other than
what's y'all thoughts about Cooper Flagg's debut? I think he's going to do. Going to cook a little bit.
Number one pick would be all right.
Yeah.
He's basically playing it. I mean, he never really did anything in college that was
he just
crazy. Like he's not going to have an Edgecombe type game where he drops 30 something points. That's not his game.
Yeah.
He's an all around guy. He plays defense. He rebounds. He passes. He'll fill it up. He'll fill it up a little bit, but he's not gonna. I don't think he'll get a whole lot of run.
That's going to be the truth,
he'll take off in the league. When you play at Duke, you play in a system where you're going to share the ball. If you don't share the ball, you're coming to the bench. So I think we'll see a little bit more from him, kind of like Paolo. Like Paolo wasn't a world beater at Duke. He was just you could see he showed flashes that he was a number one pick, but it wasn't
Cooper Flagg. He'll get his minutes in the summer league, but I don't expect you're not going to be like, oh, Cooper Flagg dropped 30 and had 10 rebounds.
All-Star break, I think that's when you'll be like, oh, all right. I think that's when you'll start to see.
I'm excited to see the Liam McNeely and the Conca-Knuckle connection there. Charlotte.
Oh, they set them two up.
Hey, man. I know they set them two up, but listen, they're gonna let them threes fly, man. They're going to shoot a lot of threes in the summer league. That's going to be fun to watch.
For sure.
Walton Clayton Jr., I kind of watched him. He had a tough little take the other day, so he looks pretty good so far. VJ Edgecombe has been a beast. I see what he's looking like tonight.
Yeah, he looked like D Wade, all over.
Dude, again. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, he looked. When I watch him, I'm like, man.
I'm like, what?
Hey, Massey and him's gonna be fun to watch, man. MB, stay healthy.
No, I don't know if y'all see it, but as of an hour ago, Paolo got 5 years, $287 million.
That's why we said 280. I guess you've been missing this whole.
You didn't say. I don't have time for your cryptic magic messages, brother. Use your words. You're talking to me. I don't know.
Hey,
I ain't Shams.
Hey, listen, man. I got 287 ways to drink Tito's tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, it's only 4 years, though.
But listen.
He's gonna re-up after the 4th year.
Yeah, listen. We winning. Cool. If we're not, then Magic lose all over again. But I don't think he's going.
He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere.
State taxes, bro.
He has Franz. He's not.
Yeah. You got Franz, bro, and then you got Desmond Bain. So, bro, he's not going.
And basically,
you locked up Jamal Mosley too. So he's got to coach
bro.
That.
Just stay healthy, dude. That's all.
And the cool part about it is they're all in that same 4-year window. So when Paolo, he can after that 4th year, he can be like, all right, well, we can build around me some more instead of being like Boston and you don't have any, or Milwaukee and you don't have any more moves to make. So
absolutely, man. So now, guys, I'm excited, man. It's been sorry we've been kind of inactive, man. I started a new job. CJ has been kind of working, and Paul's been sleep schedule's been kind of messed up, and
yeah, bro.
We've been kind of inactive.
I4 is killing me, bro. I4 has been, yeah.
Well, I just like to know a schedule from time to time. I just get my schedule like the day of. So, I just find out oh man, I got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, you gonna be working a half day doing the job fair. You come in at 12:30. Oh, that's even better. Cool. I can go out and celebrate. Drink the Tito's, man. Spend $28.70 somewhere.
On the draft.
I'm gonna just keep saying, hey, in every variation, I'm gonna keep reference 287. So like, I'm just gonna keep referencing that. Exactly. I wish I'm glad he got paid, but I wish it would have been like 24/7. Cause I've been like, yeah, man, just gonna be chilling 24/7. Oh, yeah. I paid 287. Now, hey, listen, man, completely deserves it, and I'm happy that, and me and CJ just super excited, man, because we have seen the last 10, 12 years of Magic basketball, and the come up is pleasant, man. So super excited for that. But hey, Summer League, me, Paul, and CJ be on to recap some of that. I'm sure Cooper Flag gonna do some crazy stuff, and VJS gonna do something crazy.
Are we able to do some live ones or Mickey Mouse?
We can't on TikTok.
No, playback. I mean, we'll be fine with playback. We just can't show the game. That's all.
Yeah. YouTube still got me on community strike, so I got I think 30 more days left before it clears.
Oh god.
That's my fault. I accidentally hit the stream. Paul, like, what you doing? I'm like, oh crap. I didn't mean to hit YouTube. Yeah. So here I am. Then I got kicked off Facebook for a while. Couldn't post anything.
It's all right. We're here.
Facebook jail. Hey, me and Jonas over here saying Akon. Like first time here, like, can't let me, I'm locked up.
Hey man, trying to build a brand. It's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah. Oh, flush it down the toilet, man. But hey, we're here, man. So we're back. We're back at it, man. We're back at it. Let's close this bad boy, man. Paul, CJ, y'all got anything else you need to add?
College football 26 this week, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 10th, right?
Yes, sir. If you pre-order, you can play it. If you pre-order, you can play it today, I think, or tomorrow. 2 days early.
Maybe I'll run Dynasty again and don't get fired in year 2. Ooh, Ashton Jennings was that dude, man.
And then EA, you seen EA announced the college basketball game coming back.
See that?
Yeah.
Now they need to do one more thing. EA Sports, release NBA Street, please. Just bring that back. I'm ready to do some game breakers, yo. Bring that back. Y'all remember that, bro? It had Afro Top going with it. Yeah, bro, man, that game was lit. I just want it on my Game Pass. Put Volume 1, Volume 2. I just want that. They didn't put it on there yet. The day they do, bro, I'm spending the whole day in my apartment. Oh, on there, bro. We'll make sure we get it, man. There it is, man.
Someone's got to break the 2K chokehold, bro. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
And if it's a college basketball game, if it's anything like college football,
yeah,
we in there, man.
Go Dogs.
All right. Make sure y'all stay tuned for us throughout the week. We'll definitely be recapping some summer league games. We'll probably do a live stream, as Paul mentioned. We'll make sure we get tapped into that. Football is around the corner, so we'll probably start covering some football here. It's coming great. So yeah, we'll get some of these other guys that were doing football content back on here. Not if he's tired of seeing our faces, but you'll hear different voices. But it's always a good thing to blend everybody in here. So it's always awesome to have these two gentlemen join me on here. So no complaints at all. So make sure let them give you their socials, Paul. Give me your @
Yeah, man. I'm on X at _Paul_Mac, and I'm on Instagram at thePaulMac520.
CJ
on X at CJ1911.
All right, and you can find me at N-CP on X, and then you can also get the podcast page at BOC Podcast on X. You can get that YouTube BOC Podcast, TikTok, and Instagram also BOC Podcast. Go to our Facebook, type in Balls Not Court Podcast. It was like come and shout there. We're everywhere we heard before, man. We're there as well. Also tap into us on the internet radio station. We're there at radio.fm on Thursdays at 3:00 p.m. So please tune in and check us out there. Appreciate that. But hey, to wrap it up, man, for us. So speaking for CJ Hill, Mr. Paul Mack, Cortez Paul, Balls Not Court Podcast. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Hi, Boston.